Hello, everybody. Can everybody hear me okay? Good. Good afternoon. My name is Jessie DiNapoli, and I am the admissions manager and part of the client experience team here at Guiding Eyes. I have had the pleasure of meeting and interacting with most of the people graduating today while they were still in the admissions process. So I'm pretty excited and truly honored to be here today to celebrate the people and the dogs and the culmination of all the time, hard work, and dedication that everyone has put into training. And without further ado, let's kick off the June 9th graduation celebration. Today we are celebrating, round of applause. We'll clap for that, for sure. Today, we are celebrating the 6 wonderful teens you see in front of you who trained through the residential program here on campus. We also have the pleasure of celebrating 5 wonderful teams who received their guide dogs at home through home training and specialized training. Some of them are joining us today virtually, so welcome those of you who are joining us virtually. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize the amazing members of the training team who worked with the dogs who are graduating today. The trainer for Amari was Catherine Russell. The trainers for Fulton were Izzy Dulesky, Caroline Walsh, and Amy DiPaolo. Laredo was trained by Lori Bussey, Caroline Walsh, and Amy DiPaolo. Hawaii, Aloha, was trained by, I'm sure that she gets that all the time, I'm sure. Yeah. Was trained by Allie Greenberg and Amy DiPaolo. The trainers for Umpire, again, were Allie Greenberg, Millie Lazo, and Amy DiPaolo. Good job, guys. The trainers for Orla were Catherine Russell and Mick Bilia. Chris was trained by Mike Siglio and Chrissy Vetrano. Blanco was trained by Michelle Tang. Jake was trained by Jolene Hollister. Francis was trained by Louise Thompson, Ellen Purcell, Susan Croha, and Lori Bussey. And last but certainly not least, Montana was trained by Andrea Martini, Karen Fellows, Mary Beth Totaro, and Miranda Beckman. Our classes and trainings would not be complete without the fantastic instructors who work with the teams in class and at home. Many, 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 many thanks to the placement specialist who worked with the team in this class. They are Dan Wiesner, Shannon McGee, Kat Pualo, and placement manager Stephanie Corrett. And many, many, many thanks to the instructors who worked with the teams in their home area. They are Jim Gardner, Regional Guide Dog Mobility Instructor, Kathy Rooney, Regional Guide Dog Mobility Instructor, Melinda Engstrom, Regional Guide Dog Mobility Instructor, Louise Thompson, Specialized Training Guide Dog Mobility Instructor, and Andrea Martini, Specialized Training Guide Dog Mobility Instructor. And with that, I will turn the mic over to Rebecca Cross, our Director of Donor Relations.
Thanks, Jessie. Welcome, everybody. I'm so excited to be able to congratulate everybody graduating here with your new partners and over Zoom. And as Jesse mentioned, I'm Director of Donor Relations here, and I wanted to take this time to give a shout out to everybody who makes our work possible as a charity. All of what we do is free to those who come to receive guide dogs, and we're only able to do this with your support. From $5 to $50,000 or even more, every little bit makes a direct impact on each of these wonderful people and wonderful dogs' lives. So thank you. I have a little bit of special recognition here to also share. We have several sponsorships in this class. So I wanted to start by recognizing our corporate partners, Cerberus Capital Management, who have actually sponsored the class training of 2 of our teams. Cerberus has been a wonderful partner for several years to us, and they wanted to sponsor a couple of college students. So Ashley and Hawaii's training, as well as Jack and Laredo's training, was sponsored by this partner. They wish you the best of luck on your journeys back to school with your new Guiding Eyes dogs by your side. And we're so grateful to them for their continued partnership and that some of those who can join on Zoom. So hello and thank you. Also, Tony and Amari's class training has been sponsored as well. They were sponsored by the Somers Car Show honoring the veterans, and that is hosted every year and executed by the DeMarco family. And they started this about 7 years ago to honor a family member, Louis DeMarco, who was a veteran of the Korean War, in his memory. And we're so grateful that they are choosing to donate the proceeds of their show to sponsor veterans at Guiding Eyes. And so thanks to them, Tony, who is a veteran, well, his training was sponsored. So if anybody's in Somers on Sunday and wants to stop by the car show, they'll be there and you can thank some of those folks in person. Finally, we have a couple of special named dogs in class, one here on campus and one out at home. So I'd like to recognize that Orla was special named by the Shane Bender and Terry Bender families, and she was special named in memory of 2 of their beloved pets, and that was Ula and Orly. So it's a combination name, which, as I found out, also means Irish princess. It's so cute. And Jake, who was placed in home training, was special named by the N.M. Morris Family Foundation in memory of a family ancestor. So they wish Jake and his new partner all the best, Deanna, as they make their way out in New Ohio. So with all of that, I'm going to turn it over to, I believe it's Amanda, or our puppy raising program to honor our puppy raisers.
Perfect. Thank you, Rebecca. Hi, everyone. As Rebecca mentioned, I'm Amanda Goodwin. I am the puppy raiser recruiter, so I work in our puppy program department. And I just want to start by thanking all of our puppy raisers for finding the time, getting through those late nights and long days with the pup you raised, and for the countless hours of training, along with the passion, dedication that helped to lead to this very moment. There's a saying that a little progress each day adds up to big results, and today is proof of that. The road wasn't always an easy one, but you made sure the pup was loved and cared for, while each day you practiced obedience commands like politely walking on a leash. You took your pup with you to the grocery store, to the post office, maybe to work, where it learned how to nicely greet others and get comfortable in completely new situations. And then you went to puppy class to continue to build all of those skills. Each day you made a little progress that helped the pup grow into a confident dog and helped to build a strong foundation, which added up to this big result. Now the puppy you raised is about to embark on an exciting new journey with their new partner, and together they will make a little progress each day. Thank you again for your commitment to puppy raising, and we would never be able to impact the lives of so many graduates, including the ones graduating today, without your persistence, heart, and dedication. I'm now going to call your name. If you could please walk up to Jessica and get your puppy raiser certificate. So Raising Hawaii, we have Cindy Farrington and her family. Raising umpire, we have Jeffrey Devines. Raising Amari, we had Nancy and Keith Waits. Raising Fulton, we had Madeline E. Delgado. And raising Laredo, we had Elena Haverly. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank the raisers who could not join us today. We have the Hostaki family who raised Orla. Catherine Urbano, who raised Jake. Carrie and Dwight Brew, who raised Francis. Tyler Nelson and Sylvia Lenore, who raised Chris. The Simrot family, who raised Montana. And last but not least, the Smith family, who raised Blanco. Thank you all once again for your hard work and dedication. And now I'd like to introduce Dan Wiesner, one of our placement specialists.
There we go. All right. So I have the great honor and longevity to announce this class and all of our graduating teams also remotely. So here we go. First, we have Megan, who has returned to Guiding Eyes for the Blind for her third guide dog, a black lab named Fulton. Megan has loved the freedom and independence working with her guides over the years. They have allowed her to experience new places and couldn't think of life without them. She will happily tell you how much joy they have brought her, kept her active, and provided comfort and support during life's challenges. I cannot wait to hear about all your adventures with your new fuzzy monster, your hairy monster, my apologies, and see your relationship continue to grow. I hope I've answered all of your questions, and if you have any more, my partners are glad to assist. Next, we have Dr. Tony Martin, who's come to Guiding Eyes for his first ever guide dog, a black lab named Amari. Dr. Martin was a doctor of gastroenterology, as in recent years has become a geriatric care and medicine doctor as well. He was an Army veteran who also served in the reserves for a total of 31 years. We thank you for your service. Tony is a stoic and kind man, partnered with his new guide, Amari, a vivacious and fun-loving girl. In their downtime, you will find them playing with the tennis ball or curled up together for a good cuddle session, Amari's two favorite things. Their yin and yang relationship balances each other out so beautifully. Amari will quickly become part of his daily routine and maybe even become the head nurse. Next, we have Sandy, who's come from sunny Florida for her fourth guide dog. She's excited to be matched with the yellow lab, Orla. The team is part of the Running Guides program and has already experienced the freedom of running together. Throughout class, Sandy has shared her experiences of guide work to the first-time students, in addition to sharing some funny stories along the way. Orla's sweet, loving temperament will be a bright light for Sandy as she returns home. Christian has come to us from North Carolina for his first guide, a yellow lab named Umpire. Watching this team come together has been such a remarkable experience. He walks with a newfound confidence with his new friend by his side. Though Christian may seem quiet at first, he has had us laughing with his one-liners. He looks forward to venturing out with his guide to start a new chapter of his life. I know you'll hit this one out of the park. Ashley has been paired with Yellow Lab Hawaii. Ashley lives in Connecticut, works in Massachusetts, and goes to law school in Wisconsin. So matching Ashley with Hawaii has added one more state to her list. Ashley's easygoing personality and quick wit has made her an amazing addition to this group. Throughout class, Ashley has made some great fashion recommendations, which have made all of our credit card companies very happy. Ashley and Hawaii have both worked super hard, had fun, and learned a lot along the way. We can't hear what these two girl bosses can do together in the future. Page 2. Jack has been matched with Yellow Lab Laredo. Laredo comes to Guiding Eyes from Arizona, but is excited to spend his summer at the lake in New Hampshire. Jack looks forward to going back to school in September and having Laredo help him navigate his busy campus. Laredo and Jack both have a laid-back personality, which have made this a wonderful pair. Jack is excited to introduce Laredo to his family, friends, family dog, and his pet tortoises. Yes, you heard that correctly. All right, so that's it for our on-campus crew, and now our home trainings. We have Rachel Hastings with Chris, Yellow Lab male, trained by Jim Gardner, Regional GDMI. Rachel has just received her first guide dog, Chris. Rachel is a young and energetic woman who is the music therapy director at an assisted living facility, enjoys running with her mother or friends for exercise. She is also very involved with her church and attends various related events. We wish you all the best. We have Tara Willett with Blanco, Yellow Lab male, trained by Kathy Rooney. Tara was home training with her 7th guide dog from Guiding Eyes. Having spent 31 years employed with the state of New York as a teacher, Tara is now an active retiree who enjoys spending much of her time caring for her 2 grandchildren, which she thoroughly enjoys. Her hobbies include theater, reading, walks with her guide dog, and of course, shopping. A quote from Tara: "I'm so excited to welcome Blanco into our family. My previous retired guide, Rolo, will have a wonderful time playing with him. I would like to thank the puppy raiser and the trainers for all the love and hard work they have put into perfecting such a wonderful guide dog. I look forward to this partnership and the adventures we will be working through together." Next, we have D. Char with Jake, Yellow Lab male, trained by Melinda Angstrom. D. Char is an outdoor enthusiast and enjoys hiking and participating in ultra-endurance trail events. Home training offered Dee and Jake the opportunity to explore many of her city's local trails. Dee's retired guide, Lavender, has passed the guide work on to Jake and enthusiastically tagged along for a few of the trail hikes during training. Dee enjoys traveling and looks forward to getting out and discovering new places to explore and hiking with Jake. Dee is also an artist and proudly shares a mural that she created adorning a downtown Dayton street. Dee recently has been involved with a local art exhibit advocating to make art and create art pieces that are more accessible to those who are blind and visually impaired. When home, Dee enjoys home projects, gardening, and relaxing on a patio with both Lavender and Jake. Dee would like to thank Jake's puppy raiser, Catherine, guide dog instructor, Jolene, and her home training instructor, Melinda, for her ongoing support for 22 years of relationship with Guiding Eyes. We have Jake Connolly in Montana, Yellow Lab male, trained by Andrea Martini. Jeffrey was trained at his home in Arlington, Texas, with his second guide dog, Montana, a Yellow Lab male. Jeffrey and Montana have worked with specialized training GDMI Andrea Martini. Jeffrey is thrilled to have a guide dog and a constant companion again. His beautiful new home now seems complete to him. Jeffrey is very impressed with Montana's intelligence, responsiveness, courage, and style. Jeffrey has experience in the sport of retriever field trials. He loves that Montana is enthusiastic about retrieving and swimming. Jeffrey appreciated training at home as he felt he had the home field advantage and did not need to take off too much time from work. And lastly, we have John, Walter, and Francis, Black Lab male, trained by Specialized Training GDMI Louise. John is from Reno, Nevada, and received his second guide dog, Francis, a Black Lab male, through our specialized training program. John is a very talented musician, playing many instruments, including guitar, piano, and bass, just to name a few. John also served in the U.S. Army and boxed for the USO as entertainment for our troops. We'd also like to thank you for your service. With John's first dog, Lennox, he experienced just how life-changing a Guiding Eyes dog can be and was very enthusiastic to meet Francis to get to work with him. John was wildly impressed with Francis's targeting skills, particularly finding the audible pedestrian button to cross the street together. John loves Francis exponentially and is looking forward to many happy years together. Congratulations to you all. Next, we have our graduate speakers. We have the folks here are going to say a couple words as well as some words from Zoom. Sandy, we'll start with you.
Okay, so I'm not used to speaking into a microphone, but I do want to say a couple of things. And one is I want to thank the puppy raisers for the amazing work they do. I know how hard it is to raise a puppy for the first year and a half. I watched my daughter try to do it, and they are so successful. My dog is very good house manners, and it was amazing. And they do it all from the goodness of their heart. And I also want to thank the trainers and the instructors for the amazing work they did in training our dogs. It's incredible what they can do. And the instructors for making us such good handlers to go home with and have a better quality of life. And they're also very compassionate, patient people with us. And one more thing, I want to thank the kitchen help for the amazing food they served us. That is such healthy food, and they make it taste so good. I wish I could do that. But and I want to thank many, many people at Guiding Eyes, so many, and to give me such a good quality of life with my four dogs later, and each one of them were amazing. Thank you.
Hello, I would like to deeply thank Elena and her wonderful family for raising Laredo and working on his house manners, because he has very good house manners. You guys seem like absolutely wonderful people, and you do this out of the kindness of your heart, and he's going to make a huge positive impact in my life, and I'd really like to thank you for that, and then please continue to puppy raise. I would also like to thank Caroline and Laurie, Laredo's main trainers, for the countless hours of training that they spent with him, and for getting him to the place where he can be my eyes. I would also like to thank Shannon, my main instructor for this class, for her patience and for her teaching me how to live independently and navigate independently with a guide dog, which I'm extremely excited and thankful for. I would like to thank all of the donors, my sponsor, and everyone at Guiding Eyes for the Blind for providing these wonderful dogs and an absolutely wonderful and welcoming environment for me. Thank you all very much.
Ditto. Mainly, I too would like to reiterate thank you to those special people that are puppy raisers. I don't think without your work and dedication and love and hours that we would have our guide dogs. So thank you again.
Hi. So, as Dan mentioned, I'm a former GI doctor, so it was really great fun these last 2 weeks to be able to talk about poop at dinner and not have somebody say, "Ooh, gross." You know? But on another note, so I was listening to some music earlier today, and a song came on called "Tapestry" that Carole King did many years ago. And the first part of the song says something about weaving the tapestry of your life. And you can't hold it, but you can look back and see the colors and design. And each of us will be able to look back in 2 months, 6 months, at these 2 weeks and see how that has impacted the design and the weave of their tapestry in a positive way, made it more colorful and more intricate and just a better thing to behold. So thanks, everybody. Thank you very much.
Yep. Well, I'm not topping that analogy, but but no, I do definitely. Again, I can't say enough. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to Jeffrey the Razor, Allie the trainer, Kat, who's always made lessons fun, only somewhat torturous, and but it's been good. I definitely. It's been amazing. These past 2 weeks working with Umpire have definitely just already helped me grow so much as a person and just in so many ways. And I can't just thank everyone at Guiding Eyes enough for just giving me that experience. And I can't imagine how much farther I'll come in the next 10 years with him. So thank you so much.
Yeah, just to echo what everyone has said, again, thank you to our puppy raisers. I think we have some of the best trained puppies probably in the world. I know my parents are continually shocked that Hawaii never goes for the table or goes for the food sitting on the table. And yeah, thank you also to our trainers. Thank you, Allie. Um, I think I am a little partial, but I think we have the smartest dogs in the world. And thank you so much to all our instructors this week. Thank you, Shannon, for calming all my anxieties and, worries about the future. And I think all of us up here, this is more than just a piece of our independence. We all, I think, all of us up here actually live alone for the most part. And so it's not only, giving us extra freedom in our everyday lives, but giving us a companion and someone to come home to and to kind of go through our life with. So I think that is a really exciting piece of all of our futures. So yeah, thank you.
Next up, we have Jeff on Zoom. Jeff, you want to unmute yourself? It's all you.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey Connolly, and Montana is a really smart guide dog. He loves to retrieve, loves to swim, he loves to work. He's just a perfect guide dog. He also was able to pick up the training really, really well. And also, Andrea did a great job training him. A great job with working with me. And I'm looking forward to having Montana by my side for a long time. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have do we have any other more graduate speakers?
Anyone wants to jump in spontaneously?
Anyone else? There we go. All right, next up, we're going to hand out our graduate certificates in person here. So with that, first we have Sandy and Orla. Jack and Laredo. Megan and Fulton. Tony and Amari. Christian and Umpire. And Ashley and Hawaii. Melissa, want to wrap up for us?
Oh, I have two microphones. I have the power. Hello, everyone. My name is Melissa Carney, and I'm the Community Outreach and Graduate Support Manager here at Guiding Eyes. And I have male yellow lab Aaron. I have to say he's a little more content this graduation because he's no longer underrepresented. For the first time, we have majority yellow labs for the first time in a very long time. So just had to point that out here. It's been such a pleasure getting to know all of our residential students. I've enjoyed getting to know our home training graduates as well, and just seeing the start of their journeys. We all know that this leash that our handlers are holding, or many leashes, have gone through many hands. We often say it takes a village, but I like to think of it as a puzzle. Our journey would not be complete without all of these different pieces. We start with our puppy raisers. They deal with the house manners, the potty training, the teething, the excitement. I'll put it lightly. All of these different behaviors that you're teaching our guide dogs, that all starts with you. You're the foundation. You're the first person who really holds that leash and holds that power in your hand to begin a guide dog's journey. And then, of course, they go away to college, and when they're not partying in their kennels, they're training. And I can't thank our trainers enough for their compassion and their patience and their ability to understand each dog as an individual and carry them to the place where they are now when they're ready to be matched with these wonderful handlers you see in front of you today. And then, of course, the leash goes to our handlers. So these are the people who will now take what they've learned and apply it to their daily lives. So whether it's going to college or going to work or living a retired life, running through trails in their local communities, wherever their path may take them, this is only the start. And I can't wait to see, as I'm sure many of you also feel the same way in the room, I can't wait to see where their journeys take them now, what adventures they'll go on, what advocacy they'll learn along the way, and standing up for their guide dogs and themselves as they navigate their challenges. But I know that they will always have a community behind them. We will always be there to support one another. And we will always be a community and the beautiful pieces that make up this entire puzzle that is Guiding Eyes. Thank you all so much for joining us and helping our mission come to fruition today, as you see in front of you. Thank you.